What's up, everybody? Nezuk, Hangrom, Hangro. I'm not sure how to pronounce your names. Shades. We about to draw some random stuff before I go to sleep. Okay. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm going to play some music for my headphones. What's up, Hangro? What's up, Vega? So, anybody got some suggestions for some drawings? I'm just going to start sketching randomly, see what we get. You know, I haven't focused on just drawing faces for a while. I should really start with that. I'm trying to get used to drawing with the iPad leaned up against kind of like an easel. I'm not used to it. I'm used to having it on my lap. Creepy girl. I haven't drawn creepy girl in a while. Draw alpha pirate. Faces as in expressions, yeah. Expressions. So we got creepy girl and we got alpha pirate. I think we can do that. What if we combine them? Creepy girl, alpha pirate. There we go. Look at that. I just came up with the theme of this stream right on the fly. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, me. I'm just going to warm up first, draw some random faces. Something I haven't been doing consistently is warming up. I just jump right into drawing. And it takes a while before you like get a good feeling for the drawing. I got a new microphone because I noticed my audio was terrible. Hopefully this picks up my voice better. Milt, have you ever thought about bringing a Batman skin, just like the art you did in the past? A Batman skin? Oh, you mean for AQW, right? I don't know. I don't really think about too much doing skins for AQW unless they ask me to. And if I were to make like a Batman skin, they would have to like change it so they don't get like copywritten. Hey, what's up, Kuroki Hollow? How's it going? I'm just gonna do some random sketches, and then we're gonna make a creepy girl alpha pirate. Every time I hear Alpha Pirate, I forget that I made the first one. I'm like, oh, Alpha Pirate. And I forget that it's something that I did because I've heard I'm always hearing about how hearing about the different types of Alpha Pirate skins. So I don't think of it as my own as my own art anymore because it's been redone so many times. Drawing male characters is something I need to start doing more as well. Need to balance the my art subjects. Balance the yin and the yang. I've been doing it a lot with monsters. You put an ugly monster next to a cute girl, the cute girl becomes even more cute because you have an ugly monster to compare it to. But we need the masculine as well. Nice. Did you guys ever watch Kevin and Peele? Or not Kevin? Is that right? Something in Peele, the comedians. There's a skit where they're watching people break dance, and the only thing the guy does is says "noise," and then another guy comes along and starts saying "noise," and they get into an argument over who can say it. It's pretty funny. Ugly monsters plus cute girls is something you are darn good at. Thank you, Shades. Jordan and Peele, there you go. Like they have some of the funniest skits I've ever seen. Like I cry laughing at some of them. I know Peele broke off and started doing like horror movies, which is, and is really good at it actually. Jordan and Peele. Main chamber. The penny uses a magic wand for making arts. I wish I had a magic wand. I tend to accidentally skip over chat messages, so I'm trying not to do that as much. So if you see me staring for a while, it's because I'm trying to be more thorough. Let's draw a creepy girl's face. I accidentally started making creepy girl more cute instead of creepy over time. It's a natural tendency. I tend to just cutify the females without even trying. So this is me drawing creepy girl, and it looks way more cute than creepy. I think I have the way I make her. The way I made her creepy was I gave her really big bug eyes. There we go. We're getting a little more creepy. Gotta stay on theme. I don't even remember what I used to make her wear. I think it's like a bluish nightgown. I used to do fan art for you when I was younger. Because of an illness, I had to stop drawing for almost 18 months. Just got back to it recently. The point is, a character of yours is on my list now. Ha! Which character is that? And what's your list? Also, glad you're feeling better. Being sick is the worst. When you're healthy, you want 100 things or 1,000 things. When you're sick, you want one thing. Going into a zone for a bit here. Hold on. I was going through Patreon and a few male characters that might need some more art. One of Malachi, the other Peacekeeper. Oh yeah, yeah. Not hard to find the male characters because there's literally a handful. Peacekeeper is a really old character of mine. He used to be a main character I wanted to develop. Good evening. I don't know how to say your name, but good evening, red icon symbols. Speaking of creepy characters, there's a suggestion for you in the Miltoni's Discord someone made a while back about a creepy teacher character if you want to make a creepy female character. Ah, interesting. Could take a look at that. the younger part of me, like 9 years ago. Also, yeah, I developed a chronic illness. Treatment therapy is now only working recently. Also, by list, I mean a to-do list. Ah, glad to hear that, Shades. The character is Robin. I think is her name. Yeah, the elf guard. Yep. Gonna be hard to describe and explain when I post her. Ain't got nothing to explain to me. I've seen it all. I'm what you would call. Actually, I don't know. I can't be surprised. Unshakable? Alright, I actually have to look up Alpha Pirate because I don't even remember what they look like. I know, I'm terrible. I have too many things going on. Can only fit so much into my little brain. Nice. First one that comes up is the one I made. Ah, I just made a Captain Jack Sparrow. That's all I did. No big deal. First NSFW non-Japanese I've seen, so she is a favorite. Oh, interesting. That's good to know. Yeah, I was totally inspired by Japanese anime, specifically hentai, when I discovered it at the video store when I think I was 16, 17. Go to the video store with my parents and get to rent out one video. Brought them an anime box. Little did I know when I when I started to play it, immediately rushed to the VCR and turned it off and planned to watch that later when no one was around. Been playing Akumi Wars a lot lately. I got all the achievements today. Oh, that's awesome, man. Got all the achievements? So you pretty much beat the game. I think, yeah. So you beat the game, huh? Congratulations. I know that's not an easy achievement because some of the achievements are on those really hard optional nodes, I think. I need to play Akumi Wars again. It's been so long since I've played it, it'll be like playing a new game for me again. It's the problem with being a game developer. You play your game so much that nothing is a surprise. It's one of the biggest, whatchamacallit. It's what makes a game so great, is being surprised. And when you get that surprise taken away from you, it's hard to enjoy. Hard to enjoy it when you know what's coming. cartoons have naughties in them? That they do. Will you be bringing more videos live to the Akumiverse channel more frequently? Yeah, that's the plan. The plan is to just, because I draw on my iPad like this all the time. I don't force myself to do it. It's just something I like to do. So I'm like, why don't I do that and then just press play on the press record on the stream and kill two birds with one stone. Actually, three birds because after I end this stream, I also have a YouTube video. It's the one reason I'm starting to stream on YouTube and not Twitch. Because Twitch, I've got like a bunch of Twitch videos that I downloaded that I plan to upload to YouTube. But guess what? I did not do that because I'm too freaking busy. So yeah, I got a bunch of Twitch videos that are just sitting on my hard drive because I've got to go and I guess I could upload them raw. Yeah, I could probably do that. But then I gotta like plan to do that, and then I gotta write out the descriptions and write out the titles. So much work. Whereas if I just stream on YouTube, all that stuff is done. So that's the long answer. Yeah, I plan to stream on my YouTube more frequently. And maybe that will lead to me doing content videos, maybe tutorials. We hope to see them one day when you have the chance. Yeah, I'll definitely get around to it. This month is my ambition month. I don't know if I'll do that, but maybe I will. But I'm trying to finish my my mobile game backgrounds and stream frequently on this channel. What else? Yeah. The goal is to get the mobile game done so I can start learning 3D, so I can start making 3D animations, 3D models. And then maybe, not maybe, eventually produce 3D prints of my characters. Alright. I think we're ready to make the creepy girl alpha pirate. I got the alpha pirate here. And I'll put the chat over here. Oops, what is this? No. Yeah, Akumi Award. What my plan is to do Akumi, all my Akumi projects in 3D. That's like a whole other adventure. And not just to make it in 3D. I want to make it freaking awesome. I want to make it look so good. I want like Overwatch and League of Legends, World of Warcraft. I don't want to go hyper realistic. I still want to keep that cartoon appeal, but I want it to be in 3D. Okay. For a video game, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what genre I would make. You know, it'd be kind of fun to make the type of game that I always play. Those those colony sim games. I don't know. I don't know if that would work very well in the Akumi verse, but it might be interesting. I would say the difference my colony sim would have is that you would have cute girls. Haven't seen that yet, or anyone that stands out. All right, that's not. We're gonna start on the creepy girl, alpha pirate. Let's name it Alpha Pirate Creepy Girl or Creepy Girl Alpha Pirate? Creepy Alpha Pirate. Creepy Girl. Just call it Creepy Girl Pirate. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who doesn't like cute girls in their game? But a hack and slash Akumi seems pretty obvious. Seems like a pretty straightforward thing to do. Hack and slash, maybe with some RPG elements. Let's do some thumbnails. What do I want her to be posed like? I'm gonna have her turning her head really far. I've been doing too many straight ahead drawings. Time to mix it up. Just doing a rough sketch first. We'll go over this later. Kind of like her already. Good job, chat. Giving me cool ideas. Eltonius, my goat. What's up, Dante? Nice. 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 It's fun to say. I like this cartoony look. I never get tired of just a cartoony, exaggerated look. I don't know, I guess it just reminds me of fun. Just reminds me of fun. I try to stick as close to the Alpha Pirate as I can, but we're gonna veer off because I can't even draw my own characters consistently the same way. So I'm gonna try something different here. I'm gonna really rough this out, and then go back over it with a clean line on a separate layer. Hey Zaire, what's up? Gonna be sticking to my guns and streaming when I say I'm gonna stream. Wish my friends would tell me that. One thing I learned from the great Todd McFarlane: overlap. Overlap your characters with something. I'm pretty bad at that because I don't like to cover up my girls, especially my female figures' bodies. So I usually have their hands out of the way, but we're going to go ahead and break my own rule. We're going to put her hand in front of her leg. One of my favorite parts, the leg. The legs, which is why I always draw full body. If you look at my drawings, most of my pinups, they're usually full body. Because I don't like to not draw the legs. I want to see the legs. And when you draw from the torso up, there's no legs. What are your top 3 games? Huh. Go ahead and be cool just to see the pirate design it to creepy. Yeah, we're just gonna go with it. However it comes out is how it comes out. What's up, Beans Baked? My top 3 games. Well, that's hard to say. I haven't played games in such a while. If I were to say from my childhood, I loved Mario Kart, Smash Brothers. There was a time that I loved World of Warcraft, Diablo 2. Sucked a lot of my life away. And not recent, but recent years, I was playing a lot of Heroes of the Storm. And lots of city builders. I played a ton of Fortune. I think it's called Fortune Finder. I don't think, what else have I played? You're feeding your babies there. You got a kid? I had no idea. A Pirate of the Caribbean style, yes. A baked potato holding a B-24. Are these suggestions you're giving? Beans baked? We've already got our suggestion. Our suggestion is Alpha Pirate and Creepy Girl. So I'm just combining them. Oh, Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, I still need to play Baldur's Gate 3. I absolutely will one day. I mean, I kind of know what Baldur's Gate 3 is. I played Divinity, Original Sin, and Divinity 2. So I know, I forgot the company's name, but I know about their gameplay. It's amazing. So much strategy, which is what I'm all about. I love strategy games. Not as much recently, but for the majority of my life, I loved playing strategy games. Played StarCraft for the longest time. I can't play those types of games anymore, though. Too stressful. I don't like being rushed. Ah, 2 months old. Congratulations. And new development. It's a good way to put it. You got your own little character to level up in the form of a baby. Gotta make it strong. Mid-max, what do they call it? Mid-max it. Give it all the advantages. No kids for me in my future. I made that decision a while ago. I knew I just had too much I needed to do in my career that I would never be able to give the attention that was needed for that. Not to say I never will. Maybe when I'm really, really old. Okay. I forgot to flip it. This is how you find the distortions. Always flip your drawings. Because your brain gets used to seeing it one way, and then you won't be able to see any of the. It'll block. Not block, but you won't be able to see the distortions if there are any. How did you find your style, Selah? I went through a lot of different iterations I start off with anime and Disney and kind of just combine the two. Actually, I can show you. So this character right here is an example of how I used to draw. Like, I used to draw very cartoony slash Disney slash comic booky. And very gritty. Like I drew like super gritty, bloody, gory type stuff. Barbarians hacking. A lot of Warhammer inspired stuff. And then I started seeing a lot of. I started being inspired by a lot of animations, like obviously Disney animations, but then like the gorillas, the music videos really started to shift my art style. When I saw that, I was like, ooh, that looks fun. Those characters look fun. That's the only way I can describe it. Like the characters look fun to draw, as opposed to the gritty, gory drawings I was doing, which were super serious and super violent. Like I used to draw really violent stuff. I was your typical teenager that was just obsessed with gore and violence. But then I saw this opposite style of fun, cartoony, lighthearted stuff, and I started morphing my style into that more anime, lighthearted, cartoony look. And I go back and forth. Sometimes I go a little more gritty, but my go-to is the fun, lighthearted style. And obviously, eventually drawing the cute girls took over. You should draw Kanye West eating an infant's head. That's an interesting idea. What the hell? What brush do you use most of all? What brush I use most? Syrup. This is the brush I use for all my lines. And then I might use... that's pretty good shit. I use syrup. I'm simple. I try to find the most straightforward to do things, and I never stray from it, or rarely stray from it. Hey, I get it. Kanye eating an infant's head. Why not? I don't think we're going to draw that, but it's a cool idea. Alright, I think we're going to try to start cleaning this up. I could sit here with the rough stage for forever. I think it has to do with the Illuminati stuff. The Kanye and eating infants. Isn't that what the Illuminati do? They consume children to stay young. where they consume humans in general, cannibals. I went down a rabbit hole of watching YouTube videos all about that, where people like confess to, or not confess, but telling stories about how they went to some rich elite parties, and eventually came upon a party where they were serving uh, human flesh. That's fucked up. Can't taste good. Man, there's some crazy shit out there. Make them a nationalist. I don't know what a nationalist is. Any characters you can recall from your early art that you haven't drawn in a long time, or rather would like to bring back? Nothing that I can recall right now, but yeah, I've got quite a few characters I'd like to bring back. I've made a lot of characters throughout the years. Now that you bring it up, I remember seeing this rotoscope Mario and Luigi Grammy video a few years back. A rotoscope Mario and Luigi. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that. I haven't watched the Grammys since I was a kid, I think. That's a long ass time ago. Alright. I keep saying we're going to start doing the cleanup, and I keep doing more roughs. Ooh, thank you. Zombie Sisters were the easiest, or the most natural characters I've ever drew. I think I started off with the white hair zombie sister. I drew her first. Actually, I drew her as World of Warcraft fan art, as the zombie race. And then later I made the sister, the other one. Alright. So this is pretty rough. So I gotta do a lot of cleanup. Look at that. Very minimal sexifying here going on. I'm very proud of myself. All I did was give her a bikini top. We could have gone way overboard, but when I'm streaming, try to behave myself. Oh, behave. cannibalism, I should have mentioned that. If you don't mind, I'll try to find and link it. Yeah, link me to some cannibalism. Chill stream sexiness. Yes, indeed. It's always going to come out somewhere, this sexiness. Can't help it. I literally have been drawing sexy drawings since I was 12. Pretty embarrassing. My mom caught found my stash of drawings. I was like, oh my god. Told me never to draw those again. Yeah, that works. Interesting. People still try to control what scribbles another person puts onto a canvas. It's like, you're not allowed to draw that. Okay. I'm going to draw it. What a silly, silly thing to think. It's been a while since I've drawn a rough and then clean up on top. All of my recent drawings have just been straight straight ahead drawing and then just cleaning up that drawing. But the drawings are pretty simple. Just female figures. Once they start wearing clothes, that's when it gets complicated. Zombie sisters are cool, but Chemo is the best girl. Yeah, I like Chemo a lot. That's actually a creation by a patron. That's not a character I created. A patron commissioned me to make Chemo, and then wanted me to put her into the game. That's why Chemo is part of. Actually, he wanted me to just put her into the Akumi verse in general, and so that's what we did. Specifically, make Chemo to be part of the Akumi verse and part of the Hex Realm Guard. I haven't heard from that patron in a while. But yeah, great character that he came up with. I think Chemo is the first character I ever drew with that sweeping hair, like Peach from Mario, Super Mario. That's the first time I drew hair like that, and I was like, at first I didn't like it, but then after I drew it, I was like, oh, that was fun. I want to make more characters with this hair. I can't think of one particular girl that Milt's drawn that is best, but I do love Madeline's design. Yeah, I really like Madeline as well. Even though I've only drawn her once, like she sticks in my mind. I'm like, I need to do more with this character, and I will. I just don't know what yet. I just like the we discussed last night. I just like that character backstory, and she kind of fits the look and everything. You're not supposed to zoom in like this, but I can't help it. I grew up doing it. You're just, technically, you should draw. Let me show you. Technically, you should always draw with shit. My wires are getting all. My wires are all getting tangled. Mother. Okay. You should always draw where you can see the whole drawing at once. And so you can see which lines are actually needed and what lines are unnecessary. But when you do this, you can get super detailed, right? Super neat. But then when you zoom out, like some of the details get lost, so you just wasted your time. So it's kind of like mimicking drawing on paper. You can only zoom in so much when you're looking at a piece of paper. But this is the reason why really rough sketches and drawings can look really nice. It's sort of that contemporary look where it looks great from a distance. But if you zoom in, you see all the imperfections, but it doesn't matter. It still gives the illusion of what the artist wants you to see. So mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. It's all an illusion anyway. Creating illusions with drawing. You told me before you were focusing on the tower defense, but what are your plans for Akumi Wars update? I'm going to add some seasonal stuff. There'll probably be a time where I still plan to add new zones. It's like a whole new zone to it, and new characters. Add New Game Plus to it, where you can go through all the zones that you've gone through before, but there's like a parallel universe version with different monsters, different rewards. There's a lot. There's a lot that I still want to do with Akumi Wars. But right now, it's just there's so much I need to do. It'll all come together. I feel it now. I just got to stop indulging in comfort. I haven't watched YouTube all week. Uh, so that was what I used to do 90% of the time when I wasn't working. I was just watching YouTube. And now that I'm not doing that, I'm like doing yard work, doing exercises. Like when I'm not working, I'm like trying to figure out what to do, washing dishes, doing chores. Uh, all of a sudden, I got all this extra time. Gilda is definitely a favorite. I hope to see more of her one day. Oh, I have Gilda in the mobile game, a version of Gilda. She's a grenade launcher. She looks really cute. I would try to line everything after a rough sketch, but simple line to stick sounds better. Yeah, it depends. New game plus, yes. That was the plan. And I still want to do that. We still need bikini skins for Akumi girls. That's the new zone for Akumi Wars is gonna be. Is gonna have a new island, and it's gonna open upon all the characters having a bikini party. That's seriously the plan. But yeah, drawing over a rough is like extra work. I haven't done it in a while. All these drawings that you see here, I drew in one pass. So there's no rough drawings. But as you can see from the thumbnails, they're mostly just female figures with very simple outfits. So if I just draw simple characters, I don't need to draw rough. But because this character has like a more complicated outfit that I don't know what it's going to look like, I have to rough it out first. I'm pretty good at knowing what the female body looks like in most poses, so I don't need to rough it out. Or if I do rough it out, it's not that messy that I have to redraw it. I just refine the lines. But as you can see with this, there's no way I could just do this from memory. Unless I drew pirate outfits all the time, and then eventually I would memorize it. But I literally haven't drawn a pirate outfit in years. I think the last pirate outfit I drew was a commission. I haven't done commissions in years. It's crazy how fast time flies by. son of a... Doesn't look creepy. We gotta make her creepy, girl. I think we need to separate her eyes more. What that was that Hornet from Hollow Knight? Yeah, I haven't played Hollow Knight or the new Silk game, but I like the cartoon design. I bought I bought the game too just to support them because I heard journalists in AAA are trying to badmouth it because they sold the game for a reasonable price. And so I was like, fuck that. I probably won't play this game, but I'm going to buy it just to show my support. Not that I don't want to play the game, I just don't have time. I'll probably play it like... probably play it years from now. When I have some time. Ooh, Pyro Lady is the best kind of ladies. Yes, indeed, Jez. This is a creepy girl pirate. I hate that. I accidentally erase because I touched the screen while I'm drawing. It doesn't hurt that much. Okay, this drawing, I'm gonna practice restraint on my coloring. I picked two colors, main color and a base color, and then maybe one third color. So I have a bad habit of like constantly adding colors to my drawings. It's something I've done since I was a kid. I always tried to include every color of the rainbow to my drawings. I don't know why. Have you seen that old You Are a Pirate? Oh, yeah, yeah. I think it's a pencil animation, right? I freaking loved it. It's like animated to the song. I think that's the one you're talking about. I think I have it saved. I watch it every once in a while. Screw game journalists, they're just puppets. Yeah, I hate all of that political bullshit. I don't get involved with it personally, but if I can help any way I can help indie developers or non-AAA companies, I'll do it. They've gotten way too greedy. It's cool, but it kind of sucks that gaming has gotten so popular. So you get all the tracks all the people that just want to take advantage. Unfortunately. I take the good with the bad. I think I want to make that hair a little wavier, a little more intricate. Let's see. Let's see. We should give her a icon or symbol on her, her headband. Maybe a Pokemon. I always loved that Pokemon symbol. It's so simple. I say it's so simple, and now I forgot how it looks. Maybe that's a good thing. No copyright. Don't need Nintendo coming after me. The legend himself, Fred Perry, he still makes comics, lewd comics, that is. Fred Perry. Let me look that up. I probably have seen him, I just don't know the name. Yeah, it looks familiar. I like that. Got that cartoony vibe that I like. Alright, I think we're almost ready to color. Damn it. used to call these bell-bottom boots. I used to put them on all my fantasy fantasy characters. The little folded leather boots. I feel like she should be wearing shorts. Would this really be a Meltonius drawing if she's wearing full-on pants? Is it really a Meltonius drawing if she's wearing pants? Probably not. Huh. I feel like Kuro may add his pirate to this. Oh, that's right. Kuro has got a whole pirate crew of characters. He's gotten really good with his character art as well. It's looking very very clean, very finished. Isn't Kuro like a doctor or studying to be a doctor? I feel like he was on a stream a long time ago and told us either that or he was going to medical school. I can't remember. Ah, forgot to flip it. Gotta flip your drawings. All right, let me throw in some black silhouettes, and then we'll do the coloring. How much battery life do I have? Oh wow. I wonder why the battery seems to be lasting way longer. Oh, maybe. I think it gets low after 3 hours. It's only been an hour and a half. We got a pretty good amount done in that time span. I feel like I need to make her feet bigger. Ugh. Face the screen a bit more. It's easier to turn and look. he does, he better first meet Skis, the doofus, for extra luck and treasure. Oh, that's right. Creepy girl is Skis' girl. Gotta ask permission. I learned this new angle on the feet. Now I want to do it everywhere. This is how poses get burned into my head. So I do it over and over and over until it becomes second nature. See if we can get away with just making all this in black silhouette. I think we can get away with it. It's the great thing about comic book style of inking. I love black silhouette art in general. It's the ultimate use of simplicity. Doing more with less. But I don't like doing cross hatching. I've always hated cross hatching. Partly because I'm bad at it, and the other is, I don't know, there's something about it I just never liked. It's like I knew those were just lines, which bothered me for some reason. I liked it when other people did it, but I didn't like doing it. I need to go. Always love seeing you. Keep being awesome. See you next time. All right, Shades, have a good one. Stocking belt combo. Stocking belt? Oh, you mean garter belt? We could do that. How does Canon work in Akumi? You've made at least 2 different Akumi series and then Akumi Wars. Do you track Canon, or are you alright with it being more loose, an episodic world? Yeah, I always think of it as like parallel universes if it's too different. I don't think too deeply about it. Yeah, that's right, Vega. Like, if something doesn't make sense in one world, and then you can assume it's just like a alternate universe. Like in Akumi Wars, that's a pretty big. That's a pretty big theme. Alternate universes, and Akumi running into alternate versions of herself. I'm actually fascinated with that, the idea of parallel universes as well in real life, and how it's actually a real thing that scientists can't really explain. The first being the first evidence, I don't know if it's the first evidence, but one of the evidence is how quantum computing works. It said something a quantum computer can do in a few minutes would take a normal computer, the most powerful, not normal computer, but the most powerful computer we have that's not a quantum computer, hundreds of thousands of years to compute. But a quantum computer can do it like really quickly. And, like, the only way that they could do that is if they were calculating it in other dimensions, not just this dimension. How about giving her a floating ghost gun? We could probably do that, a ghost gun. I was avoiding making mechanical things, but I like the idea of it like just floating. Does that also apply to the void, or does the void connect them all together? Good question. You could, how about how about both? There's connecting voids, and then there's voids that even the void has not discovered yet. I'm always a fan of there being something we don't know. Mystery, just like in real life. There's things that we don't know. I'm always a fan of that. I hate when everything is explained in logic. Like, the world is, even the real life world is not logical. And the biggest what do you call it? Medical Metachlorians from Star Wars. The attempt to logically describe the Force is a big is evidence of how that can destroy the wonder of a world or a concept. It's like, oh, they're just biological things in your bloodstream. It's like, oh, is that what the Force is? I thought it was magic. So I like to keep that sort of vibe with the Akumi verse. There's shit we don't even understand how it works in that world. What do they call it? I was watching some videos about this idea. It's called soft magic, where it's not completely understood how things work. They just do. And hard magic is where you can like write down specifically exactly how things work. I like the soft magic system. Imagine getting a blood transfusion in Star Wars universe, an ending of a Jedi. Yeah. So I'm a Jedi now. I've got the midichlorians. Oh, how cool. You didn't even have to train. How convenient. Yeah, I want to keep the magic. We can explain some things, but the mysteries of the universe, no. Leave that to discovery. My brain's not even equipped to like explain things like that in detail. Alright, I'm just going to dive into the color. We'll try putting garter belts on her after. Son of a... Careful, Disney is always lurking to steal interesting ideas. Jedi black market or Jedi blood black market deal must be a thing in the expanded universe. Ugh, that would be a terrible story. They're cloning Jedi. Alright. Going to use the original Alpha Pirate colors if I can get close to it. It might be too saturated. It's more purple. Let's get started. We're taking liberties now. Oh shit, I said I was going to stick to 2 colors. Okay. Sticking to 2 colors and maybe 1/3 accent color. I'm going to stick to my guns on that. Look at Silk Song. She's literally 2 colors. And she looks great. I mean, 3rd color you could say is the black. Or Hornet from Silk Song, I should say. Silk Song is the name of the game. Always learning, always learning. I mean, my style is part of what makes it attractive is that I'm always using so many different colors, but sometimes it can get out of hand. And I'm always looking for more efficient ways to work. So maybe you don't use so many colors. I already like this because normally I would have tried to find a color for almost every accessory on her. Like her belt, her boots, they would have all been different colors. Oh my god. Look at this. Come along on my journey of evolution through my art. I'm learning to simplify. Any animations in your head? Future animations? Yeah, I wanna remake all my Akumi animations into 3D and then change them. Not copy them straight away, but like use them as an inspiration. So they're kind of a remake, but also different. If that makes any sense. Pandora, I remember character being like a warp goddess. Oh yeah, yeah. I still have her. If you ever decide to make a story behind that, there is at least one of your antagonists return. Yeah, she would be fun to make because she can make anything happen. Ooh, creepy. Reminds me a bit of Risky Boots from the Shantae series. I love her color palette. I actually started playing that game for inspiration on my mobile game. I didn't get very far, but the stuff that I did see was very inspiring. Yeah, you're talking about like one of the boss characters, I think, the pirate boss. I don't remember exactly what she looks like, but you're sparking some memories from me playing that game. Actually, let's make it as full light. Shantae. Yeah, I like Shantae as well. Really cute character and cute animations. All right, we got our two colors. I think we can give her like yellowish eyes. Yeah. Let's see if I can draw that floating gun. Blunderbuss or pistol. Ghost gun. I'm gonna have to look up a reference for that. I don't know. It doesn't have to look like a real gun. This is fantasy. But I do want it to have that piratey look. Let's see. Do you follow Alex Ahad? No, I don't know who that is. Is that an artist? I love Way Forward. The company just went from it to a little sexy theme to just flat out not hiding it in other games. Way Forward games. I haven't heard of any of those. I need to check those out. First, I need to draw this gun. That's what I love about this style of drawing too. You don't have to draw things perfect. You just suggest it. The brain will take care of the rest. If you do it well enough, that is. I don't think I'm doing it very well right now. Alright, I'm looking at a reference. Hitting my limit. Almost. It takes so much concentration. Anytime I make something mechanical, it takes all of my concentration. Organic stuff, not as much of a problem, but If it's got bolts and gears, we got a problem. I'm lost in the zone. Trying to solve this shape. Alex Had is the artist for Skullgirls. Oh, yeah. That's all you had to say, Skullgirls. Freaking love all of that art design. They made I think he worked on Indivisible as well. I'm pretty sure that the Skullgirls creators worked on that game. Has amazing animations. Amazing 2D animation. Let's see. It's just a revolver with a musket barrel, and I love it. Something weird, perfect for a pirate girl. Indivisible is my favorite game, actually. Yeah, I need to play through that game as well. I have bought it a long time ago, just same story, just not enough time to play. Put a weird perspective on it, which just makes it even more unnecessarily difficult. Let's see. Let's color it. Maybe that helps. I did a rookie mistake trying to render over a bad drawing. I'm going to go ahead and do it. This is why I love Flash. I can make hard edges and straight right angles, no problemo. But when I have to draw it freehand, ooh, it's hard. Playing a beating game. Alright, I'm going to try to do Zayer's suggestion on shadows. You go duplicate, turn down saturation. We don't have luminosity. Maybe make it darker. No. Maybe make it, I don't know. Make that multiply. Hey, thanks, Jez. It's a hard-ass gun to draw. I would spend more time on it, but I don't think it's going to get much better. Actually, we need to erase where the light is going to be. It's a little dark. It's a bit dark. Trying to decide if I want her to be in a ghostly area or just make a very simple background. I like just making these dot highlights. When they work, it's really fun. Sometimes it doesn't work though. Yellow. I want the colors to stand out. Kind of struggling with this limited color palette. I have to like force myself not to add more color. This shadowing technique, even though it's better overall for the shadows, slows me down when I want to edit. Just gotta take it out of the blending mode to grab the specific color. Technical talk, technical jargon just makes it slower. Alright, I'm gonna put some accents. Technically, these aren't colors to the main character, they're just accents. some smudging. Oh my god, look at this big old blotch I accidentally put down and didn't even notice. You don't turn down saturation. You turn down the hue. You turn down the brightness. I don't think there's a hue option that I know of in here. Well, here's the hue. In Procreate, hue just changes the color completely. So I don't know how you turn that down. That's why I was turning down the saturation. We can turn down the brightness. How many characters was supposed to be in Indivisible? No, I don't. Alright, I'm gonna highlight this. Yeah, there. I think he's using Photoshop, so it's a little different. So I don't know if I can do it exactly the same way he's doing it. Not a big deal. The hue shift down is what makes the color a bit usually warmer. It works surprisingly well. Wish I had a way to demo. So you actually change the hue to a warmer color? Here. So from what I remember, you duplicate the color. Done. So you're saying turn the hue to warmer. Yeah, I'm lost already. I don't know what to do. And then turn down the brightness. And then turn it to multiply. Let's see what that looks like. This is looking kind of interesting. This is looking kind of interesting. We got a little light source there. Look at that. Good suggestion on the ghost gun. You gave us a light source as well. Let's see about giving her garter belts. So I never used to be into lingerie, but as I got older, I see the appeal. We just have one. Hot diggity do. That's what I'm saying. You just add a garter belt and then everything changes. I must resist giving her a really neon color stocking. We'll just make it darker. There, you're sending a screenshot on Discord. I'll take a look. I think we got some value out of attempting. I don't see any posts. Oh shit, we forgot to flip it. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Let me look at the other shadow. This is definitely better shadow than what I had. This is the original. Yeah, that's 100 times better. Or this one is. No. Hue, brightness, shift, color, normal clipping mask. Shading, multiply, flats. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can do it. Hey. Oh. I don't even think we need to add more shadows. I like the... kind of like the way this looks. How did I have it before? Yeah, that's too dark. This... yeah. Good suggestions there. I like it. And if I wanted to add more shadows... I could. Whoops. Keep which copy? I'm not sure which one you're talking about. The only difference is the shadows are darker originally. So this is what it originally looked like. And then I guess there's good and bad in both versions. What if I take this and then just alpha it out? I think we get the best of both worlds there. Let's make this gun glow. Yeah, I don't think that looks good. Too much soft edges looks, how do I say, smudgy, and it gives it a sort of amateurish look. You want to have a good mix of hard edges and know where to smudge it. I want to make her legs look smooth, so I smudge the shadows here. I might have done it too much though. might have smudged it too much. See how this looks all kind of muddy. That's my bad. Oh! Wow, my math teacher. If you're talking about me, I know nothing about math. I think I'll put a... Oh, let's do the background. Do a little experimenting here. Top is usually darker. I still have a question about many years you're drawing. The one thing I'm jealous is you got beard and I'm 18 and still haven't grown a single one. This is not a beard. I still can't grow a beard. I'm half Asian, so facial hair is very, very limited. So I wouldn't worry about it, Zeno. It'll come in. It'll come in when it's ready. And depending on the girls, the type of girls you like, they, at least the ones that I was attracted, didn't like facial hair, so they always wanted me to shave. But I'm lazy. This isn't a fashion statement. This is laziness. It's like limited edition coming after 4 years or something, and only one. Let me see. I think we're almost done with this. Figure out what kind of background. Smoky. Should I highlight her nose? Crap. 69. Limited. So, not seen any movies recently? Movies? No. I have not. I don't remember the last movie I saw. I think I saw Deadpool versus Wolverine. I think that's the last movie I saw. I went to the theater to see that. What about a Jolly Roger in the background? Jolly Roger. Oh man. You make me draw an entire flag. Am I Japanese? I wish I was. I tried to. I want to learn Japanese. I'm half Vietnamese. Vietnamese is so hard to learn. I spent half my life trying to learn the language, but because it's tonal, it's so difficult. I don't know if I want to draw flags there. Let me think about that. I'm gonna give her I'm gonna give her talons. It's one rule I always break. I was taught when you make female hands, it's good to make them kind of pointy. All my hands are square, or fingers, they're square. I took that from the Disney animation Atlantis, the square fingers. Take a look at that animation. That's one of the places I started drawing square fingers, or one place I was inspired to. Superman was really good. Oh yeah, I really wanted to watch that. I'll still watch it, but I didn't see it in the theaters, obviously. Yeah, I really wish I would have watched that in the theaters. I like James Gunn's movies. It's a good reason to stay off YouTube. There's a lot of people like complaining about it, and I was like, huh? That game looks. I mean, that movie looks good. Why are people complaining about it? I don't even want to know. Everyone's finding a reason to complain. I have a question to Marvel. Why can't Spider-Man go home? I mean, every movie is like he's away from home. Good question. Why can't Spider-Man go home? I feel like I want to put a pattern on that stocking. Let me see if I can do that. I don't know. I'm always reluctant to use these textures. I guess it's kind of cool as a detail, but I don't know if that looks like fishnets. It looks more like quilts. Oh, god damn it. Forgot to change my brush. Let's see. Some floorboards. Maybe she's on a ship deck. Maybe instead of a flag, we just put a moon. A circle is way easier to draw. I feel like the flag would get lost in her hair. Kind of already blocked a lot of space. Let's see about this. This mist. What color should this mist be? Blue, purple, green. Greenish yellow kind of works. Greenish yellowish blue. No on red and purple. So every time I want to add a shadow, I gotta take the opacity off and the blending. That's why I hate doing. I don't like doing my shadows like this. Okay. Man, I really want to change the color of that belt buckle. Must resist. Maybe just make it gold. Gold. Alright, Zaire, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. I'm probably about to finish up as well. I can't really think of anything else to add to this. It's about my bedtime. Cool. The last minute details. I think her mouth should have a red. What the hell? I don't know if that works. I feel like I want to highlight in these shadows. Try not to overdo it. I'm going to add a glow from the gun. See what that looks like. Too much. Ooh, just reminded me of Liquify. The mascara looks so beautiful on her. Even Demicus would blush seeing her favorite girl dressed up as a pirate, I believe. I think you're right about that, Vega. I think you're right. You're reminding me of all the characters connected to this creepy girl. I tend to forget. I don't know if that works. Kind of. I always enjoy light flares in other people's art. Reminds me of the first time I discovered Photoshop coloring. It was no longer a mystery how they achieved that lens flare. And I was like, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen. This earring is messing up the ear silhouette. I feel like it's distracting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just get rid of the earring. Or maybe make it lighter. All right, I know for now. Have a good rest. I'm about to clock out pretty soon here too. Just doing the final touches. Thanks for hanging out. Your timing is the worst. Hope I didn't make you stay up too late. I am a night owl. Same milk time, same milk channel. Yep, I'm going to try to come on here several times a week. I should be on tomorrow. I'll try to be consistent this month. I do want to be consistent on this channel. No more excuses. We must build the Akumi-verse, and that will mean I need to be proactive about getting the word out. Dante, are you still in Texas? Yes, I am. For now. Actually works for me because I can work in solitude. No other obligations here. But I do want to move back closer to family in California. Just not quite sure when yet. Right now this works. This works for the work I need to do. Man, the glow is awesome to look at. I know creepy don't usually wield weapons, but if she did, definitely a heavy cannon. Yeah, that would be a... Well, the cannon could become canon. I usually borrow from drawings I've done. And now we've made a pirate creepy girl with a floating gun. Might see that in a game one day. Tends to be the way I work. I take what's there and I use it. Nothing is set in stone, nothing is preconceived. I like to take what is laying around and just run with it. I bet that gun has hollow points. I remember learning about hollow points in high school. It's the fact that they shatter upon impact, cause terrible damage to the human flesh. Yeah, so right now you see me just noodling. I think this is pretty much done, but I could noodle like this for another couple hours, and it doesn't really change the art that much. I'm just like trying shit. I might change it at like 10%. And now this quick gun fact with Texas milk. Yeah, it seems everyone in Texas is packing heat. Be careful. Don't mess with Tex. This house I used to rent it out to some tenants before I started living in it, and they had a personalized address that they hung up in the front of the house with their name. 2 6-shooters. And their name in the middle. I was like, yeah, they probably have some guns. Huh. Well, we stayed true to our limited color palette. I feel like I want to do something else, but I don't know. I don't know what. I'm always wanting to make things pop more. even if it doesn't make sense. Pepe. Pepe Le Pew. Isn't that French? Pepe Le Pew. Speaking of French, I just watched the UFC this weekend. I think it was in France. They got a new French contender gunning for the champion. Nah, that doesn't work. I'm going to try an overlay hack that I do a lot, see if it works on here. Doesn't always work, but sometimes it does. Take this sky color and just turn it, blend it. Just give it a texture. Better with or without? Oops. I can never tell. I think they both look good in different ways. This is a little. I think this is a little more clear. This is a little more blended. Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the only one who gets confused on which one to choose. Okay. And with. The jury has spoken. Thank you, Vega, Hangro, Dante. With seems more like something you'd buy at a con, if you ask me. Is that a good thing or bad thing? I think that's a good thing. I see what you mean, yeah. I've been to some conventions in my day. Man, I can't remember the last time I've been to a convention. Actually, I went to a convention in Japan, but I don't know if that technically counts because Japan is Japan. It's not a convention. I'd say a good thing because Comic Cons, expos are always nice. Alright. Then we have our decision. We've got the overlay. It works a lot of the time. It's this, this sky background is the same exact image that I used in Akumi episode 2 in 2006 or 7. I found it online and I've used it for 20 years. That's crazy. Or almost 20 years. Yeah, I think it's 20 years. Almost 20 years. Yeah, Japan was fun. I want to go back. So I might noodle with this a little bit more offline, but I think we're done. I might if I keep going like this, I run into the danger of you run into the danger of overworking it and making it worse, which I've done. I've done plenty of times. So every time I want to add a new color, I have to turn it off. Turn off the overlay. Same background for basically 20 years. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's the same background, but just used as an overlay. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's my thoughts exactly. Alright, well, this stream we got ourselves a creepy girl pirate, alpha pirate. Man, I wonder if I should color this design. See this shit. This is how you have a never-ending. This is how you run into you can find yourself in an endless loop if you're not careful. If I'm not careful. Just trying different things. Nah. I'm not sure if I want to do it. I'm not sure if I want to do anything with this. Just blend it. I would let her plunder me as well. She can do all the plundering she needs. All I ask is for her to share some of her booty. The gold, I mean. The gold booty. God damn this. I need to stop zooming in. Cool. Alright guys, I think we're done for now. I'll probably do a little bit more with her after I sleep. I think my brain is fried, so nothing I do is going to really improve this. So I have cleared the cobwebs with some rest. Yeah. I'll post it eventually on my Patreon, possibly on Twitter, maybe the speed draw on Twitter. since I can't post it on my Patreon because Patreon doesn't let me post videos. Because they're racist against adult content. I know that makes no sense. But they're prejudiced against adult content makers, which is fine. They need to keep somewhat of a good image. I'm glad they allow adult content in general. Be a pain to keep moving to different platforms. Nice! Thank you guys for helping me make this piece of art that I keep finding things to work on. It's always fun to get ideas from other people and draw things I would never draw for funsies. Son of a... See what happens? I can't stop myself. I keep finding things. Where is that? Keep finding things. Let me just fix this real quick. God damn it. Where is this? It's a shadow. Oh, God. It's an endless loop, I tell you. There it is. It's an endless loop you gotta be careful about. Oh my God. All right. We're gonna try to back out of this. Back out. Slow and easy. Good night, Hangro, Vega. Been fun a few hours watching it come together. Hope you have a great night, Milt. Same to everyone else. I'm calling it a night. Same here. Let me do my outro. So until next time, peace and two pieces.